All right, and we're live. What's going on? What's going on, world? It's your boy Tavon Diggs here, and I got my man Darryl Goodman with me. And
What's
we're
going
in,
on?
this is the real world of real estate, life, and business. You had to forgive me. I'm just getting off of work. We just pressing the start button. Technology has been acting a little stupid for me today, so excuse me if I'm stuttering over my words a little bit. But we're here. We're here. What's up, Darryl?
What's going on, bro? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Not much, man. I know you out there working hard. I'm glad you were able to have some time with me today to be able to share with the world exactly what you're doing out there and how you were able to make 7 grand in 14 days, man. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You gotta keep that consistent. Oh yeah.
All right, man. So listen. So basically, I want to start it off where I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, get a little bit more of your background, and then we're going to dive into the good stuff. All right.
Cool,
Um,
cool. First off, thanks for letting me on and whatnot.
Absolutely, man. You know, we a team. That's what we do. You know, we
Oh
out
yeah.
here to shed light to the world and show them what we're out here doing so that other people can get on the train, get on the money train and start doing the same thing for themselves. Um,
Exactly.
so let me ask you, Darryl, why'd you get started in real estate?
Why? The money. Nah, well, at this being honest,
Right.
the money. I can't lie. Who's not in it for some type of money or whatever. I don't want to be all cliche with these people like, well, I want to be real. It was the money. It was the money at first. But at the same time, I was like 12, 13 years old. Um, and the little invest in real estate, no money down strategy and whatnot on TV. And I remember seeing those infomercials when I was younger, and like it just stuck with me. Like people's passion just sticks with them at a young age, or whatever. It just stuck with me for some reason. And ever since then, I was like, yo, this real estate thing, I'm gonna do it. Like it's gonna happen. Like I'm gonna do it. So yeah, I remember watching those little buy foreclosures, invest in probate homes, and all this other stuff. And I was like, I'm gonna make it happen. So
That's what's up, man. All right. Well, most of the investors out here and a lot of successful entrepreneurs, they have a lot of the same stories. You know,
right,
seeing those late night infomercials, seeing those ads on Facebook or whatever, seeing the videos. I know me personally, I got caught up in a couple of the videos. I know there's been some radio ads circulating, at least here in
right,
Philadelphia, there was recently some ads circulating on the radio teaching no money down, no credit, real estate strategies.
right,
But the one thing that I find, because I've actually gone to a couple of those free workshops, one
right,
of the things that I've actually found is that they get you all hyped up with the market and they get you there for 3 days. They sit you in there in a conference room for hours, right? And
right,
then you
right.
walk out of there after those 3 days and you still can't do anything.
Exactly.
You can't make you can't make one move because
Right.
they left out the very vital details that you need in order for you to close a contract. They try to keep the little clauses a secret, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
all those things, So that's what we came here to change. We came here to give you real information, allow you to, over the time frame as you continue to watch this channel, you'll be able to go out there and close your own deals. We also
Oh,
offer coaching. My man Darryl has a coaching class that he's opening up pretty soon. So you guys definitely want to keep your ears and eyes open for that. Um,
definitely.
let me ask you something, Darryl. Are you a licensed real estate agent?
Nope. And one of my good friends, Tracy Ellison, sorry for putting you on blast. He's the reason why I'm not. Uh, he was like, just talking about, what he was going through as an agent. And then I was in real estate school at that point, and I didn't know anything about real estate. This was like 2.5 years ago. I didn't really know too much about real estate or whatever. So I couldn't even pass the real estate exam. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, man, come on, man. Like I want to do real estate, but come on. And not downgrading being an agent at all. Like I know some great agents. I use agents personally.
Mm-hmm.
So hey guys, being an
Right.
agent cool. Not discrediting it at all. But I'm not. I straight investing.
Okay.
That's what we do.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. And that's great, man. That's perfect because I kind of wanted to be able to share that light so that people understand like you don't necessarily have to have a license in order for you to close a deal. Right?
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. I just got back from a meeting at Starbucks. everybody expects you to have your license when you tell them you do real estate. It's like, no, you don't have to have that, you know. It's, you know, you can make things happen without it. You can make a lot of things happen without it.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, and I wanna do a little shout out, real quick shout out to Ashley Ellison, you know, Trey's wife, who's actually my mentor, my best friend for years. But his wife just recently closed the deal. She just closed about $6,000. $6,000. She just sent a picture of the check. So congratulations. Want to give you a shout out, Ashley. Killed it.
Right. What's up, Ashley? What's up?
Right. And, you know, our team is winning. That's what we're doing. We're going out there, closing deals, making things happen. And I just want to give her a shout out, you know, because we show love. We show love. So all right, you don't have a real estate license. You're not a real estate agent, right? So what type of real estate investor are you? What do you specialize in?
My particular niche is wholesaling real estate. Just briefly, if people haven't heard about it, you get something under contract, you have a pool of end buyers, you sell your contract to them, you get the difference, and it's just that simple. You don't have to get contractors, you don't have to do any, well, for the most part, any manual labor and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, guys, wholesaling is definitely a very, very simple strategy that it doesn't require you to have any money to put down on the deal. You know, you don't have to put any money into repairs. One of the other better things about it is you're helping people who can't normally sell their home in a regular situation, like with a real estate agent. Either they can't afford the closing costs, or you know, the realtor, or maybe they can't afford to have their home sitting on the market for 60, 90, 180 days. You know, that's where creative investors come in, like Darryl and myself. We come in, close the deal, get the deal under contract, and we market the contract to other end buyers, which are other people using other people's money to close the deal. Okay? And we get paid the difference by being the middleman.
Exactly. Bam.
Just that easy. Boom. Drop it right on. Right? Exactly. So let me ask you this. How long did it take you to land your first deal? Darryl, how long have you been, you know, studying real estate, and how long did it take you to land your first deal?
Yeah, when I first started, when I figured out how to wholesale real estate or whatever, I was like, yo, next month I'm gonna do like 50,000, you know, because I went to some seminars and stuff. I'll just hype myself up. And 7 months later, that's when I did my first deal or whatever. Honestly, that's not bad, but when you have like high expectations of yourself, it set that 7 months felt like 7 years. Like, it was crazy. I was like, dude, I thought I was gonna do something last week, but that was 7 months ago. Like, what the heck? So yeah, 7 long months. Let me try to see. Let me see. Just a little bit about how because of course it's definitely a no money down strategy. That's the ideal, but also it takes money to make money. Mm-hmm. So I do want to go back into a little background of how I was able to market out to sellers.
Okay.
I'm also a firefighter. And my daddy used to be in the military, and I get pretty much this GI Bill benefits or whatever, so I can go to college for free and all that and get paid for it. And being a firefighter is called on the job training, and I pretty much get paid for being a firefighter. It's called on the job training if you're ex-military or can utilize your GI Bill. So any firefighters or anything looking, take advantage of that.
Okay.
And I didn't know about it, so I overheard during some training or whatever, I heard some firefighters or whatever talking about it. And I'm like, wait, I get the same benefits as y'all, even though I'm not in the military, I get the same benefits. So come to find out, went through the whole paperwork process. And that was, 7's my lucky number. You know what I'm saying? I am a man of God, 7, that's the number of completion. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I got $7,000. The government, they sent me a check for $7,000. Tax free, thank you, Jesus. But I was like, most people are like, hey, let me, put some money down on a car. Let me go buy some new shoes. Shopping's free. I was like, you know what? Let me start my real estate career like at that moment. And that's not a lot of things. I know a lot of people, they come up on a nice amount of money and then they don't know what to do with it. It's like invest in your dreams. it may feel as if you're blowing through it, chasing your dreams, but you're investing, and that's the thing that I want to get people to understand. So I definitely wanted to be transparent about that or whatever, because a lot of people are like, so even though, like I said, you can do this with no money, and that's what I teach personally when you work with me or whatever. But how I like got started, like kickstarted the thing. Like I said, I was blessed to come into that $7,000 from, utilizing some benefits. And yeah, because a lot of people, they're like, yeah, I was sleeping on my mom's couch. And all of a sudden, the next day, we got approved for like 250,000. We did. It's like, wait, how'd you get to the two? Like, what are you talking about? Like, how did that happen? So I just wanted to keep it true. Like, that's
appreciate it.
Yep.
So, all right, so bang. So you put the money into marketing. He put some money into marketing because, I mean, in all honesty, yes, that's a faster way. To really get some calls coming in, to put money out, to be able to get leads coming in. But there are also free strategies that you can use. But it pretty much really just depends on where you are in your financial threshold. If you can afford to invest in the money to really get the leads out there circulating, by all means invest. You know what I'm saying? But there are also free strategies that you can use, but it just takes more of your time. So that's
the perfect way to explain it. That's the perfect way to explain it. Because a lot of people would look at this like, see, I knew it wasn't a way to do it without my money. See, I don't want to watch anymore. Like, well, no, hold on. There is a way to do it. It requires a little bit more work. Hold on. So that I'm glad you mentioned that.
Exactly. Because that's exactly, and I wanted to talk to that person specifically. Those people that are watching are like, yo, man, I knew it wasn't possible to start investing with no money down. But listen, it is. It's very possible. You just have to go out there and grind, and that's really, it just really depends on how bad you want it. A lot of people want this microwave instant answer to everything. I'm here to tell you, real estate, it could be, it's very possible. It's a very small percentage that it'll happen just like that, but it can happen, and it has happened. We have people that have been investing for a very short amount of time, aka my sister. She just closed the deal. You get what I'm saying? Not too long right after, she just made a deal happen. But that's being around successful people, and speaking about what you're doing, marketing is letting people know what type of business you're in. That's one of the most important things, because if you don't believe in yourself, people aren't going to believe in you either.
Exactly.
And that's really what it takes. So answer this. So what's the biggest lesson that you've learned to help you enhance your business? Like what do you feel is like a token knowledge point, or token piece of information that you can give the viewers that really help you change your business and help you grow your business?
Okay, one thing is you can't be cheap with it. Like you can't just like cut yourself short. Like you just can't. I want to say, I used to, like I said, when I was doing the no money down strategy or whatever, I was just doing just the bare minimum. Like I had a lot of time on my hands, but I just wanted to just halfway do marketing. Like, of course I started, it's all about starting or whatever. So I started, but I was like, I'm gonna just halfway do it. And I was getting halfway results, which honestly, that 6th month or whatever, going into that 7th month of me actually doing the deal, like that month prior to, I actually started getting a lot of leads coming in. And it's like, dang, I just did 1 month's worth of like work. And it took me 6 months, pretty much 7 months to figure that out. Like you gotta put it like in the work. You can't sell yourself short. Like you have to do it. And it sucks and you moan and complain and whatever. But that's the stuff you have to do. Like you have to do it.
Yeah. And I'm here to tell you right now, it's gonna be tedious. It's going to be boring. It's going to be mundane. It's going to, it's a lot of different parts of this business that may not be the most attractive to the average person who just wants the benefits from it.
Exactly.
It is going to require work. It's going to require discipline. It's going to require repetitive actions that may seem like they're not even doing anything.
Exactly.
And that's one of the things about real estate. You do have to have a tough skin. You have to have a tough skin to be able to take the nose. You have to have the tough skin to be able to keep putting that marketing money out, and getting little to no calls. It happens. The response rate is low. That's where you just go back, retweak everything, and go again. And keep hitting that list, and Darryl will teach you about all of that, in his training. The right way to go about sending out your mailers, the best messages to send, the little keywords and stuff to put in your postcards to make sure you get the highest response rate possible, and what to say to the sellers when they call, to get the deal done, to get to the appointment, and to make everything go smoothly. So let's get to the good part, man. Let's get to the good part. All right. How did you make $7,000 in 14 days? Tell me about that deal, man.
All right. So all in all, it was like a month, but when we started the process, it was like 2 weeks, 14 days. So, and it could have been like a week, to be honest, whatever. But here's how real estate works. You never know. It's like you got a big lump sum of money in your face, and it's like, here, you want it? Nope, we're gonna take it back. You want it? No. So anyway, get into how it happened, whatever. This goes back to what you were saying earlier, like branding yourself, letting people know what you do, because this legit was no money down at all. Like a fellow fireman, he knew a lady, and he said, hey, yes, she wants to sell her house. She doesn't want to lose it. We know you do this whole house flipping thing. I was like, all right, cool. Just, send her my information. Cool. So he sent the information over. I talked to her on the phone, and when I talked to her, we set up a date to meet. It was like that following day. So I went to her and talked to her about how I can help her out or whatever. And she was just real vague, like, I just don't want to lose the house. I got a notice, but it's nothing. Like, in my mind, I'm like, okay, you're being vague, all right. She made it right. In my mind, I'm like, notice, like a foreclosure notice. I don't. So, anyways, you gotta be professional. So I'm like, all right, okay, just a little notice. So she got a little notice, and it was like the following day or whatever. I presented the contract because it's like, look, I don't know what kind of notice this is, but you have to move quick. So she was like, okay, she got the contract. She's like, I'll think about it. I was like, okay, you can think about it. So, like a couple, 2.5 weeks go by. I'm like, okay, like I could have got this deal done, but okay, whatever. So all of a sudden, like 2.5 weeks later, she calls me like, Darryl. I'm like, yes. She's like, I need this done now. Come on, I signed the contract. I sent it to you. Let's go. I'm like, wait a minute. You told me you gotta think. Wait, don't be rushing me now. Hold on, wait a minute. So she's rushing me at that point, and I'm like, so okay, what is going on right now? She's like, all right, well, the house is going under foreclosure in 2 weeks. It's gonna be on the steps. I'm like, what? You couldn't. Right. I'm like, if it was that serious, we should have did this like 2 weeks ago. That could have. Like pretty much, it's like, lady, like you want a whole month to go by before we make this thing happen.
Right.
So at that point, me having experience, I was like, in my mind, I was like, all right, it's gonna be a challenge, but I have experience in this. Let's make this thing happen anyway. I said, all right, lady, we're gonna make it happen. So we signed the contract and everything. It is what it was. So they were kind of slow on getting the stuff out of the property and stuff like that. Is like, well, I had buyers like already. Like as soon as I put it out, I had a buyer. And this goes back to marketing for buyers and everything. You have a pool of investors. That's who's backing you with the money. And I show people how to do that all day, every day. But anyways, I had the investors call them up, let them know, send them an email what the property was all about. And they sent me what they could do for it. And after they checked it out, they looked at it, and they're like, yeah, we wanted these specific numbers, but the numbers, I weren't completely happy with it. I was like, man, I know I can get more. Like the property, she only owed like 40,000 on it. Like it was like 30,000, and the house was worth like 120,000. It was crazy. But
Okay.
she was just that desperate. Like, and honestly, we didn't have time to be playing around.
Right.
So at that point, whatever, they presented me an offer, I was gonna go with it. I didn't want to sign anything yet. And I was gonna sign that contract so we can just go ahead and get it over with. But at that point, when you're going under foreclosure, they then hand your loan over to an attorney, a foreclosure attorney. So at that point, the foreclosure attorney, we're trying to get the closing documents and stuff, but we needed a payoff plus the attorney fees from the foreclosure attorney. So the foreclosure attorney, she was a little rude and whatnot. She wasn't trying to get us the stuff. It's like, look, lady, this house at this point, it was like 2 days until it was gonna go into full foreclosure. So it's like, look, so I was like, look, lady, we can't be playing around with this thing. So it was literally down to the wire the whole way through.
Wow.
Right. And it all started about her, delaying the process.
Right.
And so at that point, the foreclosure lady, I guess I don't know how these attorneys work. They get paid more if the house goes under foreclosure or whatever, but she wasn't trying to, send over the payoff and stuff. And my attorney's like, hey, where's the payoff and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, look, at that point, I Googled the foreclosure attorney's office and I drove up there. It was like 20, 30 minutes away. Yeah, I was like, look, man, I gotta do something. And so I drove to a location. It's in Norcross. It's in Georgia. And come to find out, that was like their old location. So I'm like, oh my God. So they had their number on the website. So I called the website. I said, hey, where's your location at? And she told me, I wrote down the address, I put it in my phone. She's like, so do you have an appointment with this particular foreclosure attorney? I was like, no, I just need to talk to her. She's like, well, you're going to need an appointment. I was like, look, okay. So I just hung up the phone. I didn't want a long drawn out argument. So she gave me the address. It's like, shoot, I'm on my way up there now. Yeah. So I drove up there and the receptionist, she was looking at me like, your voice kind of sounds like the guy on the phone that I told you need an appointment to be in here. And I was looking like, yeah, that's me. She was like, yeah, didn't I tell you when you needed to make an appointment? I was like, yeah, but look, man, this foreclosure lady, like I have my attorney emailing her. I'm trying to call her. The homeowner's trying to call her. We're just trying to close on this house. Like all we need is this payoff. So she's like, she tried to act like the attorney wasn't in the office yet. And I was like, talk to her. So she finally called like 50 different numbers, got a hold of her. She came downstairs and she's like, look, your client needs to get her stuff together. I didn't get anything from her. Even though I seen the email that she sent to her requesting the payoff. So I said, look, I showed her evidence and stuff like that. And all in all, she was like, oh man, this dude is serious. So she went upstairs and sent the payoff. I was like, it took all that for it to payoff. Right. So that part was out of the way. She sent the payoff. I'm like, cool. So the payoff was sent. So it's the day of the closing at this point. Oh yeah. Let me go back. Like I said, I wasn't for sure with the numbers of the original investors. I didn't really like the numbers, so I called up another investor that he gets money quick. And that's another thing I'm going to teach people, whatever, how to get investors that are actually serious. But anyways, he looked at it the same day he made an offer. So my little $3,500 I was going to get with the original investors, that turned to $7,000 with him. So I'm like, heck yeah, I signed that right away. I was like, plus we got to close anyway. So like I said, fast forwarding is the day of the closing. So I get a call. I'm calling him like, hey, are the funds wired? Because the investor didn't wire the funds yet. He was like, look, man, I was driving past the house and it looks like they're not getting out. I don't know about this deal. I'm like, bro, no. Yeah. Like I was like, bro, this isn't happening to me, dude. I'm driving miles to force payoffs from attorneys and whatnot. I was like, look, you have to. He had to be kidding. He's like, look, I need pictures that they're getting out. So I got off that morning from the fire station, drove straight to the property, and she like, look, man, what's going on? I was like, look, I need to take pictures of all this stuff. Like they were actually packing up. So I don't know what the investor was talking about, but whatever. Right. So I sent pictures to him, sent it to him like, look, they're getting out. He's like, all right, looks good. So he started sending the funds little by little. But when we sent the funds, the foreclosure was like that next day. But you know, it kind of takes funds. It might take a day to hit. So it's like this house still might not, like, even though we closed, the funds might not be in there for the foreclosure to stop. So I'm like, oh my God.
Yo,
So yes. So that this whole time I have $7,000 just like sitting in front of my face. But it's like, dude, if this funds don't hit by tomorrow, like she loses her house, I lose my money, the investor loses out on his deal. I was like, dude, this can't be happening. So the next day, it was the day of the foreclosure. The property was supposed to go on the steps at 10 o'clock. At that point, I was so like desperate. I drove all the way to the office again to talk to her, and she legit wasn't in the office. So I was like, wow. So I sent her a text on my phone or whatever. It was a email on my phone, and when I sent her the email, I said, did you get the funds? Like we closed yesterday. She's like, yeah, the foreclosure's canceled. I was like, okay, all right, cool. I was like, yes. So the funds hit. She's like, the foreclosure was canceled. All the funds were sent. My attorney was like, hey, you can pick up your money. So I'm like, cool. So everybody is like, yeah, you know, happy, joy, let's go pop some bottles of champagne. But it wasn't over yet. It wasn't over yet. So the lady that owned the house, she sent my attorney, the way she gets paid through her job, it's a card that only her job does direct deposit to.
Okay, yeah.
You can't receive funds from anybody else, just your job loads money. So she gave that to my attorney for her to get her money. So she didn't get it. And I got a text, like I said, I got my check. I was like, whatever. Thank God it closed, on to the next one. So I get a text the next day. She's like, thanks for scamming me. I never got my money. I was like, what? I'm like, dude, when is this gonna end, man?
Right.
What is going on? So I know I'm supposed to make, wholesaling look, all glorified. I just want people to know the real life scenarios.
Oh man, give it to them real.
Right. So okay, my bad. I had some little complications over here. But anyways, so I text her, I'm like, what are you talking about? I just called her at that point. I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, yeah, I didn't get my money. I was like, okay, who's your bank? And because I sent her, my attorney, he's like, what? We sent her the funds. He sent me the wiring confirmation and everything. So I sent her a screenshot. Like, look, like you have your money. Like, what are you talking about? She's like, no, I don't. And then come to find out, she told me it was a card through her job. I was like, look, we're going to get this figured out.
Right.
So it was a Thursday. My attorney let her know. My attorney, no, it was a Friday. My attorney, he left the office early. He said, look, okay, they sent the funds back. I have a check for you. So, but he was out of the office and it was Friday. So she had to wait Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And ironically, he wasn't in the office on Monday. So she had to wait Tuesday. I'm like,
y'all about it, right? Dog. She was
exactly. So all in all, she got her money. We closed in, that's how you get $7,000 in 14 days, by stressing out.
Right.
Because I want to give it to you guys real. Like, I don't want to say, yeah, the lady she was going to go into foreclosure. I got the property. I got my investor on it. We closed. No. Like, I want you guys to know the real that goes on. But at the end of the day, with all that stress, good payday for, for the extraness that I went through.
Yo, man, people don't make $7,000 in like 2 months. Okay.
Right.
Of working. You get what I'm saying? So a week's worth of work, or just, a month's worth of work, it's like, right. Dude, it still pays out,
Exactly.
And it's just like, it really, It really just depends on like this game is not for the weak hearted. It's not.
It's not. It's definitely not.
You know, we're creating this platform for people that want to live a lifestyle of the exceptional. You know, and so
Exactly.
you have to have higher standards. You have to be more willing to do more work than the average person. Because yes, we're trying to help average people, but you're not going to be working like an average person with us. You're not.
Exactly.
All right, it's gonna be things that you're gonna be scared to get done, and things you're gonna be scared to do. You know, if you don't know how to do it, of course you're gonna be nervous about messing up. Who wouldn't?
Exactly.
Who wouldn't? If you don't know what you're talking about, who wouldn't? But that's where education comes in at. That's where working with people who are in the business doing these things right now. That's where that comes in at. That's where mentors come in at. That's where learning and studying the material comes in at. You know, and that's where our products and services come in at. You know,
Exactly.
And one of the best things I really like about this is just we love helping people. We help each other.
Exactly. At the end of the day, she appreciated that hey, look, you guys did move quick and we saved her credit. The foreclosure didn't go on her credit, nothing. But at the end of the day, it was a win-win for everybody. She walked away with a little something. I walked away with a little something. And everybody was happy at the end of the day.
Win-win. Win-win. Exactly. No scams. No cheating people out of money. Because investors get a bad name out here, and that's one of the things that I hear a lot is that investors they get a bad name for trying to lowball people and things like that. But it's a numbers game, and it's really just depends on how much the house is worth. We give you real numbers. It's not, we don't necessarily want to have to give you that number, but that's what it is.
Exactly. Exactly.
But I appreciate that, man. You have anything else you want to let us know where they can find you, what your email is, how soon you're even opening up this coaching course? Let us know.
Exactly. Yeah, I got to give my partner on that, but I have my own personal one where I just get straight to the point on how I do deals. I don't do all that extra stuff. Watch all this, watch all that. Don't understand it. I like to get real personal with people, get on the phone with them. But I'm real low key, as people know. I'm not even really active on Facebook like that. But like I said, I've been today with you guys sending all the confirmations of the interview today or whatever. That's the most active I've been on Facebook forever. But that you guys can contact me personally. You guys, it's 757-338-2668, and that's it's a Virginia number. It's my personal number. Yeah, so you guys, you can fill me out. I don't want you guys to go on websites and do all this extra stuff. I want you guys to fill me out. If you like what you're hearing, I can work with you. I can show you how to wholesale real estate pretty much. But yeah. Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man. Well, that's it, guys. That's really what we have for today. I just wanted to give you guys a sneak peek into the real estate wholesaling lifestyle and how the deals really go down and what you can expect from this business. And I'm glad that he had a story that was full of controversy and just nobody knows what's gonna happen. That was crazy, man. That was dope. But he still got the deal done, and he got the deal done because he wanted to get the deal done. He was determined to get the deal done. So if you're determined to get deals done, if you're determined to change your life, if you're determined to just make a change and create change within your family, the people around you. You're tired of going through the everyday hustle and bustle, 9 to 5. You don't like where you work. You don't like the people that you work with. Maybe you don't like the work you're doing. Maybe you love the work you're doing. Maybe you just want to help and add a couple $100 extra into your account every month, or just a couple thousand onto your paycheck every year. Who knows, man? Actually, $2 grand, $5 grand, $10 grand a year. It could really help change some things around.
Yep.
So that's what we're here to provide. Darryl, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. This is the real world of real estate, life, and business. I'm Tavon Diggs. This is Darryl Goodman, and we're out.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you for everything, man. God bless. Keep God first. And that's how I really make it happen.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Peace.
All right. Thank y'all.